expects you to do all the work. Okay, he'll foot the bill. He'll keep up with his end, but you will be doing all of the work in this relationship. And I don't understand how she is confused about how this relationship works, dear. That's how this goes. Okay, in her confessional, she says, I'm here to support my man. I'm here to do what I can do for my man. Dun dun dun, dun, put my cape on for my man. She ready, okay? She got her cape. It's blowing in the wind, baby. She's like, dun dun. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle, and this is the Belle Perspective. And today I'm coming at you with another review for Married to Medicine, Season 10, Episode 2, Heard It Through the Grapevine. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. This is a growing community. And so if you want to be a part of a community, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to like the video before you leave. Let's get into this episode. Starting off with a little bit of a montage of all the girlies and what they're doing. Toya is riding with the boys, and the new doctor, I think Dr. Kima and Dr. Heavenly, are in a yoga class. Now, y'all, for anybody who does yoga, I do yoga every day. I'm a yoga girly. I'm a yogi. I do not, and I repeat, I do not wear none of my wigs, okay? And if I do wear my wigs, they are going to be strapped in the back. I'm gonna make sure I had a strap in the back. Y'all know how y'all had a built-in elastic. I make sure to have one of those in because when you in down dog, baby, you good. When you're in down dog, boo, no, ma'am. That wig is good as gone. And we see that with Dr. Heavenly. Oh my God. She had her straight backs hanging. She just picked it up, put it right back on, as you should. Okay. One wig don't stop no show. But also, y'all better leave them wigs alone when y'all doing yoga. That goes for yoga, Pilates, and any other fitness class. You might as well just wear your straight backs and put your ball cap on. That's what I do, child. Because I know it's going to come off. It's going to fly off if you're really doing some work. Okay. So they're showing us like a montage of all the girlies doing their things. And so we get to Quad. Now, Quad is finally gracing us with her presence on this episode. So I guess the negotiations went through. She signed her contract. She's going to visit Phaedra. I love the way Phaedra and Quad greet each other when Quad got to the door. It was really cute. It was really cute. They recapped on everything that has been happening so far. Phaedra got this boy named Benji that lives at her house. I don't know what Benji does, but Benji blink twice if you need some help. Okay? I don't like that. That just looked weird. But anyway, so they're recapping on the engagement party that what is her name? Letitia and Dr. G had, and how all the girls were basically checking for her and trying to see where they're at. Phaedra tells Quad how Dr. G and Letitia met and how she slid in his DM. And Quad was like, "What? Are you kidding? Child, these young folks, they doing whatever." Phaedra also talks about the age gap. And Quad was like, "Well, there was an age gap between me and Dr. G." And Phaedra was like, "Yes, but this is like a 23-year-old age gap." Quad was like, "Oh, that's different. That's different. It's different." Phaedra tells Quad about the DUI allegations and whatnot. Quad gives us a little insight. She said she was cited, right? She was cited, but she was able to beat the citation. She refused to take a breathalyzer, but she was able to. She called her attorney. She beat the citation, and she's good to go. Case closed. Nothing else to hear about it. It goes into how she knows that Toya doesn't like her, and Toya and Sweet Tea or Letitia are good friends. And she said, "Of course they are. Of course they are." Y'all, you know what? Toya and Quad ain't never liked each other. I was trying to think about back in the day, but Toya and Quad ain't never really see it for each other. So I guess this is just a lifelong beef that we always gonna have because they never really saw it for each other. They never really saw it for each other. Get to Letitia and Dr. G, and I said, hmm, Now this is a little reminiscent of Quad, okay? Tisha Tisha darling, God was complaining about the very same thing. So, okay. See, the thing about Tisha, she is in her bird era. Okay. She is in bird era right now. She thinks her coop is going to get the man to get in line. But, dearie, no, ma'am. Okay. No, ma'am. We see Tisha over the stove wearing some too little clothes, getting ready for Dr. G to come home because she works from home, and she's there to support her man and cook for him and clean for him and do all the things for him because that's her man, and she is there for him to be a maid and a mattress and a mule. That's for her man. Yep. Anyway, Dr. G comes in and they're kissing and whatever, and he's going up about her cooking, and then they sit down at the table. Now, I don't know if y'all caught that shade, but Letitia was like, "Oh, I served my man on real plates." Now, that was going back to when Quad was serving Dr. G on some paper plates. I said, "Now, girly, Miss Girl, Miss Girl. Now, if you really wasn't concerned about Quad, that would have never come out your mouth, okay?" So they're sitting down. She is telling Dr. G that she is stressed out. The wedding planning is just really sending her over, and she's feeling overwhelmed. She feels like she's about to turn into a bridezilla. Dr. G is looking at her like, "Girl, I'm paying for this. Don't come to me." And honestly, I am in the same realm as Dr. G. Ma'am, this is how sugar daddy, sugar baby relationships work. If you wanted a man who was going to be supportive and listen to what you have to say and care about you and get involved in the things that you want him to be involved in, girl, you should have got with a man who was on the same level as you. Okay? Dr. G already know what time it is, and we see what type of time he was on later in this episode. He already know what it is. He already know, and he's quite okay with the arrangement, but he expects you to do all the work. Okay, he'll foot the bill. He'll keep up with his end, but you will be doing all of the work in this relationship. And I don't understand how she is confused about how this relationship works, dear. That's how this goes. Okay, in her confessional, she says, I'm here to support my man. I'm here to do what I can do for my man. Dun, 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 put my cape on for my man. She ready, okay? She got her cape. It's blowing in the wind, baby. When she says in her confessional, you ladies, you go for whatever you want. If you have a dream, you go for what you want. Not about finishing school, not about opening up a business, not about finishing that business plan, okay? Not about getting into shape or nothing like that. You reach for that rich man that you want, and you go reach for him, and one day you'll marry you a rich man just like me. Girl, again, this is how this works, okay? You cannot be in here talking about you want a supportive man and all these other things when you marrying this man for money. And he know what type of time it is. He's holding up his end of the bargain. You cannot complain about yours. Okay. I said, no, you. She want Dr. G to be more involved in the wedding planning. Girl, he paying 90% of this wedding. Why would he do that? I'm again, like, practically speaking, the way that y'all's relationship is set up, practically speaking, why are you asking this man to be involved? All you need him to do is run a credit card, make sure that card clears. That's it. What else? Because of the nature of y'all relationship, what else, dear? You asking? That's not how this works. That's not how this works. It's not. Get to Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie is at work. She is introducing us to Dr. Bullard, who I hope comes onto the show because I love seeing Black women, Black professionals come on. She has added Dr. Bullard to the roster so that she can really focus on being home and getting home on time, and shifting out, leveling out the work so she's not completely engrossing herself into work. And so Dr. Bullard is telling her about Brat. We get to see Brat. Congratulations and shout out to Brat and Judy for their baby. And she said that she was telling Dr. Bullard that she was also telling Brat that if I go out of town, Dr. Bullard is a great skilled doctor who will handle your pregnancy, and you will be in good hands if I'm not there. So we get to see Brat, And child, Brat is a brat, Lord. I see why she go by the name Brat. Oh, Jesus. First of all, it's so cute to see them. I love seeing Judy and Brad. Come on, shout out to them. I love to see it. Brad is full face beat, cute as hell. Okay, Judy is beautiful with her natural. Okay, baby is doing well. We find out that Brad is 48. 48? Baby, Brad do not be cracking. Black do not be cracking. It's just not. It does not, unless you Letitia. But that's okay. Black do not be cracking, y'all. It does not crack. She looks amazing. Dr. Jackie asked her how's her eating, and she was like, I don't talk about the way she handled it was so cute. I was like, poor Judy. Judy, she my heart goes out to Judy. My heart goes out to Judy because baby, Brat be wearing her out, especially with his pregnancy. I can tell that poor girl. So thing. She just like, oh God, please, Dr. Jackie, help. Send help. Okay. We get to Toya's wine club. She is at home with um drinking some wine, whatever that mechanism she had that opened up the wine and was able to pour it out. I said, I need that. Might got to look for that on Amazon. She sits down, she calls Letitia on the phone, and she's like, girl, is you having sex? Is you having sex? You know how Toya is. She's so intrusive. Girl, shut up. Ew. She was like, no, I'm not having sex. She extends the invitation to Letitia for the wine tasting event. She wants her to come out. And she was like, girl, this ain't no rodeo. This ain't no hold down, girl. Don't wear no cowboy hats, girl. This is elegant. You need to look cute. You need to be cute, right? And Eugene comes in, he sits down on her feet and was like, hey, Tisha, she got to go. We're going to spend some quality time. When she hangs up the phone with Letitia, I was like, oh my God, I love Eugene. Forgot that I love Eugene. He a good husband. I think Eugene is a really good husband. And I'll point out a little bit more as to why I think Eugene is a good husband later on in the episode. Eugene and Toya are talking about having the sex conversation with her sons. And, Ashton and Avery are getting into that age where that preteen, era, and they want to have sit down with them. They gave them a book called Sex is a Funny Word, and they want to talk about sex with them. I loved it. I loved every piece of this. I think my most favorite thing about this, two things. One is that you have a dad for a doctor who can talk to you about real stuff, who can give you clinical expertise on what real stats are in terms of STD and STI, pregnancy. You can, and he's an ER doctor, so I'm pretty sure he's seen some really horrific situations. So I love that, right? He can bring the clinical expertise. I also love the fact that they ended the conversation with, let's keep the lines of communication open. I want to talk to you all. I want to open up the door so that if you have any further questions, we could talk about it. Also love about how they shared their experience with their parents and how it wasn't a positive environment, and so that they want to do it differently. I loved every piece of that. Them kids was cracking me up. The boy was like, oh my God, what and what. I loved seeing this. Love seeing this. And I just felt like, oh my goodness, those kids are in great hands. They are in great hands. All right, y'all. We get to Letitia going dress shopping. Letitia going dress shopping, y'all. Here's the thing. They weren't even intentionally trying to be shady with the girl. They wasn't even intentionally trying to be shady, but right, let's get into it because oh my God. So they're less than a month away from the wedding and she's just now going to find the dress. I said, girl, what the first things that you should start looking for? But anyway, Phaedra and Toya show up as well. They were invited. Baby, Toya looks snatched. Did y'all see Toya? She been looking real good, y'all. Toya been looking real good. She been looking real good. Tisha is there with her friend Jessie, and we later find out that Jessie and Letitia met each other online for an age gap support group. aka old man, I'm dating an old man support group, aka sugar baby support group, baby, because that's what that is. That's what that is. If you're dating an older man, why else would you be dating an older man? Please get down in the comments and tell me why else anybody would be dating an older man. Because you signing up for to be a nurse? Who wants that? Like I'm not so let me say this with some tact here, right? If you're in a marriage, anything can happen, okay? And so because of that, anything can happen. But obviously, time, gravity is going to do its thing to someone who is much closer to heaven than you are, right? So if you marry somebody, y'all are both in y'all 30s, okay, anything can happen. But you marry somebody, you're in your 30s and they're in their 50s or 60s, ma'am, they're much closer to heaven than you are. Why? The only benefit that you get out of this is the money that they've established in the 50 and 60 years that they've been on this earth. Like, why are you trying to play with us like we dumb? Don't try to invite us into your delusion. Don't do that. We are not delusional. You are, okay? Don't try to flip the truth because that's what you're telling yourself. Anyway, so she comes out with her first dress. The first dress was okay. I think the last dress that she picked actually was the best one. And they were like, "Oh, you're not gonna do white? Yeah, no, you should do cream. You you should do cream. You ain't no virgin, Jesse in the corner. You don't know that, girl. What? Grown ass woman? You kidding? Please, are we still in here striving to be virgins like our grown ass age? Why? Anyway, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I know y'all gonna have something to say about it. I don't care. Please get in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Toya was like, yeah. Oh no, Letitia was like, yeah. I want it to be the same color as my ring. Toya was like, your ring ain't clear. I said, Tisha, listen, dear. These women they don't even they don't even purposely come for people. Then they went to start talking about the girl booty, talking about she was booty challenged. Now again, I don't think that Phaedra was like trying to be mean. Come on, Tisha. Now you know you ain't got no A. You know you got a pancake back there, girl. You know you pancake shaped. Please. But Tisha did get with them. She was like, just because I'm not fresh off a table, I'm natural. I said, "Ooh, okay." So we come on. She picks the dress and it looks cute. It's cute. It's all right. It's all right. Child, we here, child. Anyway, all right. So we get to Toya and Eugene. Toya is prepping for her wine tasting event. This dress that Toya had on, Toya looked the fuck good, y'all. Toya looked the fuck good, y'all. Yes. Eugene was telling her, listen, prepare yourself for the shady comments that these women are going to have, right? You know that women are going to say that these women particularly are going to say it's about time she should have been doing something, oh, finally she's doing something with her platform. And quiet as it's kept, that's what I wrote in my notes before she had said it. So I'm trying not to say that, but as it's kept, yay. Okay, yes. Great, wonderful for Toya. She's got a wine club. She is tasting these wines before she sends them out. These are wines that she drinks, and wines that signature wines, exclusive wines that she's going to be sending out to people. It's going to be like a subscription service, is what it sounds like. But Eugene was prepping her like, listen, these women are going to be shady towards you. Be prepared for that. Rise above it. Don't let them being shady towards you ruin your night. And you look amazing. I love that dress. I would absolutely wear that. I loved Eugene. I said, forgot Eugene was a good man. Forgot he was a good husband. Now, see, that's the thing, Sweet Tea, Letitia, Lati, whatever your name is. That's the husband that you should have been going for, not Eugene, because he married. But I'm saying, if you was gonna be looking for a husband, right, a supportive husband, dear, Dr. Greg ain't it. Okay, Dr. G is not it, boo. And you had beautiful being footage to show you this. You really did. But I digress, child. I digress. Now, I did want to go back to one thing about Sweet Tea. and the girdle piece, because they was like, "Ooh, girl, you need to snatch your waist, baby." That's something my grandma taught me, boo. You best wear you a girdle, okay? Especially if you got on tights or some spandex or something that's gonna be really hugging you. Girl, you just get up and get in, mama. That's just you see, like that, ma'am. That's like girly 101, 101, mama. Get you at least one or two good girdles in your arsenal. You got to have that. So I don't even know why she was getting offended. Had somebody said it to me, I'm like, "Oh, girl, you know I done already strapped it up and strapped it in. Like you get to. What is even if you not rolling like that, if you don't have the rolls like that, you still need to wear a little bit of shapewear just to like smooth out some of the dimples and the dents and things. You just trying to have like a smooth silhouette. Oh, child, she got offended by that. Say, oh, girl, who raised her? Girl, who's raising you, dear? Who's raising you, mama? My grandma Ben told me about that. You best have you a girdle. And they get to the event, and all the women are coming in. Everybody looks good except for Heavenly. Y'all already know Heavenly be dressed like what the hell. Heavenly be dressed a mess. Simone be dressed a mess. And Sweet Tea came in there with that zebra print. I was like, this is not flattering, mama. This is not flattering at all. Now, not flattering. Not look. It does not look good. Does not look good. And quiet as it's kept, I ain't gonna say nothing. But it was not flattering. That zebra print, child. Yuck. Okay. Now, she brings up, they play a game called Box Wine Bitch, and they try to figure out who likes the box wine. So she covers up the identity of each wine, and the woman who likes the box wine is the box wine bitch. We find out Simone is the box wine bitch. Are we surprised? No, we moving on. So they're talking, and Letitia brings up that she felt like the girls were going in on her at the dress fitting. And again, I feel like a girdle is like foundational. Like everybody should know to wear a girdle because that's how I was raised. Okay, Susan raised me to know to wear a girdle at all times, especially if you putting on formal wear, right? But I guess that's not general knowledge, right? Also, okay, the flat booty comment, okay, that is body shaming, Phaedra probably shouldn't have said nothing. But she was like, Letitia's reasoning was like, you guys, I'm not getting support at home. And I'm like, oh girl, cry me a river. Girl, cry me a river, dear. That is exactly what Quad was complaining about with Dr. G seasons ago, love. So now you want support and a shoulder to lean on from these girls who already know the business about Dr. G? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. So Letitia gets up. She goes into the bathroom. Dr. Simone is in the bathroom with her. And I think Phaedra and Dr. Jackie are having conversation asking about Quad. Now, this is when T is in the bathroom, I believe. And Dr. Jackie is saying to her, oh, actually, they asking where Quad is, and Phaedra saying, Quad is doing good. Quad is doing good. She'll be around. Dr. Jackie said, listen, if you were my friend and I divorced my husband, you can't be friends with my ex-husband. I said, I know that's right. That's really like I divorced my husband and we friends. Y'all don't need to be friends no more. I said, I know that's right. Phaedra throws her head back and laugh. I said, no, she right though. She right though. Okay. She is very much right. Very, very much right. Okay. So the girls get back. They're all about to leave. Sweet Tea, I guess she's just upset and ready to go, right? She says she tired. She ready to go. Heavenly goes in on her again. Actually, I'm missing a part. Heavenly was like, oh, I heard you was in a support group, a therapy session for dating older men.
Who had been saying that?
Who said that?
Who said that? Who said that?
She was like, it's not therapy. It's a support group, because sometimes you get funny faces and people look at you weird because you with an older man and people just don't understand. Part of me was feeling, people think you that much younger than Dr. G. I'm being shady as hell, y'all. Oh my God. I'm not trying to be funny, but people really think you that much younger than Dr. G, though? Okay. And they talk about how Heavenly is just basically the hardest nut to crack, child. Heavenly will ride you until the cows come home, baby. But that's, again, if you've been watching the show like you have been, you would know. Okay? They're not finna take it easy on you, dear. Tisha gets up, she mad, she ready to go. Baby, the price tag is still on her dress. Baby, the jokes write themselves. You cannot be kidding me. Are you fucking kidding? I know you fucking lying. Girl, was you finna take this dress back? And I'm not judging. Well, also I'm judging, girl. On motherfucking TV, girl. On national TV, we see the tag still hanging on the back of your dress, girl. Dr. Jackie in the confessional says, oh, she gotta wait till that marriage clears before she get real access to the money. She gonna take that dress back. I said, ooh, Dr. Jackie, like killer, baby. But it's truth. It is the absolute God honest truth. Said, oh, the jokes write themselves. Tisha, you too much of an easy read, girl. You too much dear, you are entirely too much of an easy read, dear. You really are. To Greg and Phaedra, Dr. G is handsome. Dr. G is handsome, but his personality is trash, y'all. Look, saying trash, it's just boring. It's just sandpaper. His personality is not there, y'all. He handsome, but his personality really isn't there. So Phaedra is talking about baseball and how Dr. G has switched from baseball to gotten into golf, and that she's actually enrolled her boys into baseball. And she said that, oh, so you're gonna get, what did she say? I'm trying to remember what he said, but I want y'all to hear what he says. He said, I got to meet the right partner with the athletic ability. Y'all, I got to meet the right partner with the athletic ability. Aren't you already? You already in a relationship with a partner? You got to meet the right one, though? That's suspicious. That's weird. That's suspicious. Gap. So they're talking about the age gap, and Dr. G says he doesn't know if he is predator or prey because she came so hard at him, slid in his DM and kept at him. He don't know if he's predator or prey. Phaedra says, did you have a prenup? Do you have a prenup in place? Dr. G was like, no, I don't have one. You should. You should. You absolutely should, Dr. G. You should. Give us something in there after being with you for 10 years, but you definitely need to have something in that mug. You need to have a prenup in place. He says, but with Letitia, I feel safe with her. I didn't feel safe with Quad. I feel safety with her. She feels safe right now. And why are you comparing your relationship with Quad to the one that you got with Tisha? That's not healthy. Of course, anybody will come in and feel and seem like they're so much better than your ex. Ooh, this is red flags, just blaring, baby, just waving left and right. Dr. G know this ain't it neither. This not what he really want. This not what he really want neither, y'all. Anyway, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the episode. This thing was entirely too funny to me. Baby, the jokes write themselves. Anyway, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the episode. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button before you leave. And get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.